Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun. Get all your coughs out
I
now.
know, I'm trying.
I'm gonna share with you a couple puns
Okay.
real quick, and you let me know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Because I know you can't read what I'm saying, but you just let me know. I'm gonna give you a couple of them.
Okay.
Life is Gouda.
Okay. What's the next one?
Let's talk about something more mature, like aged cheddar. You feta believe I love cheese.
And Parmesan smells like vomit.
Smells like stinky feet.
I'm going to guess we're talking about cheese here.
I'm feeling a little blue today. Pass the cheese.
Yeah.
Was that my phone or
No,
your
it's
phone?
mine. Of course, as soon as we start recording, everyone wants to text me.
This one says, brie yourself. Brie yourself.
I do like brie.
You cheddar believe it.
Cheddar. Betta cheddar.
That's not your average joke.
It's nacho cheese.
This might sound cheesy, but you're really great.
Get out.
Grate.
Stop it. That's
Oh,
so funny.
ChatGPT, you're funny. You're funny. Want to talk about the history of cheese?
Yeah.
Do you have any stories yet before we start this?
No. I've had, knock on wood, I've had nothing interesting happen in the
That's
last
good.
week. I was trying to think
You're
wow,
feeling
I don't.
better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I've had really anything too crazy happen. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just been,
So you're still on TikTok, right?
of course,
Do you
I
watch
am.
that Amish young lady
Okay,
woman
stop.
that stares at the camera and doesn't blink?
Stop. Because I had never seen that girl. I had never seen her. I saw a different Amish girl.
Yeah.
And Grandma's up visiting right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, my God, have you seen that Amish girl that has the safety pins on her dress and she bakes and she never blinks? And I was like, no. And she shows me her Facebook of this. Guess who's all over my For You page? This Amish girl that never blinks. She stares. And that's so funny that you brought it up, too.
And someone must have said something in the comments. I'm sorry, not someone. Many people must have said something about her not blinking because there's a video
Yeah.
where she looks down the entire time.
Yeah.
And then that one just blew up because
Yeah.
everyone was like, wait, this is so weird. You're not looking at us.
You're not looking
She
at
did not
us.
look up once in the one video.
Yeah.
She's clever, very smart.
Me and Grandma, the video that Grandma showed me, she goes, oh, my God, she just blinked.
Yeah.
Like, it was like she blinked once in the whole video. Otherwise, she was just wide-eyed.
Oh, I know. It's so funny. And she does everything. Like she stirs and she just
Yeah.
stares forward. Like I love her style.
Yeah.
I am jealous, but I also love people that find their niche on
Yeah.
there. And it's the same thing, yet it's still different. It still
Yeah.
brings you in.
Yeah.
Like that's her niche.
Yeah.
Like she's going to show you how to cook.
Yeah.
She wears pretty much the same thing.
Yes.
And then she just stares forward and she mixes. Like I love that. I was watching this news reporter too. I think they're newer. They only had like a couple hundred, followers and
Yeah.
stuff. But every single video is the same. I'm like, this person will blow up in a year.
Yeah.
It'll just take that one video
Do you ever see Emily Mariko?
under the desk.
No.
Oh, who's the under the desk girl?
I can't remember her name.
But anyways, who's the other one?
Emily Mariko is, she's like a blogger. She has a newsletter. Last year she got married and had a baby. And she just does like food prep videos and like she was the first one I saw do where she heated up rice in the microwave and she put an ice cube in it covered with wax paper. Everybody started doing it after that.
Oh, wow.
She made at Thanksgiving, she made a pumpkin pie and it was not cooked all the way. It was watery. That was probably 2 years ago and people still bring it up. Like,
Jeez.
Emily, you never apologized for the pumpkin pie. And she never answers any comments.
She
like,
just keeps creating.
She just does her videos. She never responds to anybody. She never, like, I feel like I've been watching her for like 3 or 4 years now. and I've only heard her talk like maybe 6 times.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, she's one too. Yeah.
You know what I'm really getting into? Completely different is people that restore toys.
Oh.
Or they restore jewelry boxes. And I believe that person does not respond either.
Okay.
It's pretty neat. I can't think of what it is, but they had a heart, a metal heart that was wrapped with what do you call the stuff that's by the jails? The
razor wire?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it kind of like the razor wire, but like the pokies, barbed wire. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was wrapped in that like twice, like zoom zoom. And so he cut. I believe it's a he. It may not be actually. So I'm gonna say he, but I don't know. I feel like it's manly hands, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, right.
This person cuts the barbed wire and opens the heart. This heart that they probably found because there was dirt on it. Like maybe they uncovered it somewhere.
Yeah.
And there was a piece of cloth, like not really cheesecloth, that he pulls out of it.
And what was in it?
No, everyone just comments like, you just let something out. Like people are freaking out.
Stop.
Like that's a spell. That's like a witch's. It was holding someone something.
Box.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
And that person never responds either, I don't believe, but it is wild to see all the different like thoughts and people just go. You don't even have to respond to anything. People just run with it.
Right.
They talk to each other. And,
yeah, because you'll see somebody comment something and then there's 285 replies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gotten on Ash Trevino TikTok?
I don't. That
now
sounds
that I
familiar.
said it, then you will. I have no opinion of if she's a good or bad person.
So
but
she's not good. All right.
It's just there's a lot of people that are parodying her, and like it's really funny.
Tell me what is
she just does lives and stuff, and like gets gifts. Well, the one video that I saw, she was like on a live, I think. So somebody screen recorded it. I didn't see the live, but somebody was screen recording the live, and she's laying in bed talking into the phone camera, and a bed bug scurried across her pillow. And she just like moved the camera and like like just kept going, Oh. And everyone's like, dude, you cannot like just pretend like that did not happen.
What?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. I mean, now that we talked about it, it'll start showing up. Like
I feel like I've heard the name before because I've seen people talk about her, but okay, one more. Yeah. Have you I have actually never seen her on my For You page because I think she's beyond me.
Yeah.
Rich talk.
Yeah.
It's a woman that doesn't talk to the camera. She does all of the cooking and stuff.
Okay.
And she makes like all this natural things for maybe the babies or her kids.
Okay.
But she talks over it. She whispers, today we're going to make applesauce for the kids.
Oh,
have you ever seen that one?
I don't think so.
So everyone did parodies of her.
Yeah. I was thinking of the farmer ballerina or whatever, but that's not her. She does a lot of like, she's real in her videos. Like it's just, it records.
This girl has a full on like Rodeo Drive outfit.
Yeah.
Like
she's cooking.
And she's cooking and it's all natural. I don't know if it's vegan or not, but
God.
She doesn't say anything. She just does it and then she speaks over it in the video.
Yeah.
So I only saw parodies of that where people were like all fancy with like their fur and stuff and they were like, today we're going to make cereal.
Oh, that's so
or
funny.
whatever, and they whisper.
Oh, that's great. Today we're making chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And mac and cheese.
It's so great. But she doesn't come up on my For You page, but the parodies do of the
I
people.
see a lot of like rich talk and I'm like, how did this find me? Because like today I was watching a video and it's a guy who he goes around like, how much rent do you pay here in New York City or San Francisco or whatever? Can you take me on a tour of your apartment or your house?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no clue who these people are that he's interviewing. But the one I watched today, this man's house was amazing. It was in San Francisco. He only paid $1.6 million for it. And I guarantee it's probably $15 million now.
Oh my God.
And so I'm looking in the comments and they're like, he's like one of the most famous interior decorators ever known and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I have no clue who these people are.
Yeah. I wouldn't know any interior decorators because I would never call on one.
Well, we decorate our own house. I can't make
decisions hanging things up.
Yeah. Maybe you do need an interior decorator.
I mean, yes, because I can't decide anything. I was watching the worst of, what's that show on TLC that they swapped spaces?
Oh,
trading spaces.
Was it? Oh, Trading Spaces, not Wife Swap.
Oh no, the trading. I
love Wife Swap.
And they always were the extreme, right?
It was extreme opposite. We're gonna take this family that only eats chicken nuggets, and we're gonna swap them with a wife that works out 40 times a day.
Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna have salad and lettuce wraps, and everybody's
the kids are like, "We hate you! Get out of our house!"
And the husbands pretend that they don't like that she's walking around in like a bikini.
Oh, good.
But the other one is Trading Spaces, and it's all the bad times where like that they had that one interior decorator that put like corn stalks on the walls or feathers on the walls or something was on the wall. She would always just do something completely out of control. Yeah. And you would watch the people just look around. They were like, no. Yeah. Like the wives would start crying and stuff. So I get into that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like every episode of that was a bad episode.
No, definitely. Maybe one would be good and then the other one would be horrible. They'd be like, absolutely not. Like they painted a whole basement black.
Oh my God.
I think the whole theme was supposed to be movies, but it just didn't turn out right.
No.
And then there was actually a couple where I was like, "Oh my God, I would love my," and they hated it.
Really?
Or they did like
they
a
just
couple.
weren't gonna like anything.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like one was a few living rooms that were like, beach theme and just very. I was like, "Oh my God," and they were like, "Absolutely not. This is not what we like." I'm like, "Oh, that's."
I feel like they give them a budget of like $500.
Oh, definitely.
Too,
and it was basically just for paint.
Yeah.
So they would paint all the leather furniture.
Oh my God.
There was one thing. One TikTok that I saw that it was where the neighbors would say, whatever you do, just don't paint my fireplace, or whatever you do,
and it was
do not
first
paint, and it would be the first freaking thing that they would do. Why would you do that? I mean, that could be for
for
ratings
views.
And for views.
Yeah, because I was watching something on TikTok too. It was a show. And I was like, this is fake. This can't be real.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was just so extreme. I'm like, I'd never heard of the show.
Yeah.
It was so extreme. And I'm like, this is like peak reality TV.
Yes.
Like, give me the Real World. Remember the Real World when we were kids? Yeah. 6 total strangers move into a place together,
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love
the
Jersey
OC.
Shore.
Oh, I love that one too.
That's
where Lauren Conrad came out of. Isn't she at JCPenney or Kohl's now? All her stuff.
Yeah.
She was like the biggest one. I don't know.
Never
and I feel like
that one.
Spencer, who I watch, and his wife Heidi Montage.
Okay.
Montagne. I know it's Montage. I just don't know how they pronounce it. But I follow them on TikTok, and I think they were from the OC too.
Yeah.
They're neat. That's a neat couple. Cute family.
Well, now that you're all updated on our TikTok,
I just thought of one more thing, and now it's gonna bug me because it was really, really good. Oh, we're talking about reality shows.
Yeah.
Steven's show comes out on A&E, and it's 48 Hours to Buy. And so when it comes out, they're just doing the season 2, episode 1 right now. Like and he's like season 6 when they're in Chicago. So everybody's got to go check it out.
Wait, what is it? 48 Hours to Buy a house?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what they're buying.
Oh, we don't. It could be anything.
I believe it was this, the one that he filmed in Chicago was 2 doctors, and they have 48 hours to buy. So they went when they were, the background of it was that they went and visited all these different places.
Oh, wow.
So I think it was a house, right?
Yeah.
What they needed to buy.
Yeah.
And so they would follow them around and stuff. The first season, some people were but I'm hoping this season will be better because Steven did it. He helped film it. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah. They're from the team that does the filming is from Atlanta.
Okay.
So yeah, 48 Hours to Buy on A&E. So
Atlanta
you have to check it out.
I'm
not sure when I'm not sure when season 2, episode 5 or 6 comes out, but that's one of his. It's whatever one is filmed in Chicago. So take a look. He's going to be happy that I did a plug for him.
Yeah, heck yeah.
The history of cheese, a quick bite. When was cheese most likely originated? I'm going to tell you something. It's much older than chocolate.
Shit, I can't even remember. Chocolate was like 300.
1500
BC,
BC,
right?
BCE, yeah. Or 1600. What do you think?
I'm gonna say. Wait, so is it like negative numbers?
Definitely, it's definitely BC.
But does that mean like 1700 is newer or older?
1700 would be AD, which would be newer.
Okay.
But 1700 BC would be before Christ, is what they say, or BCE,
Older,
if you want to be
though?
correct.
No, okay.
So,
I don't know. Year 1. I'm going to say year 1.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely close.
Yeah.
So it's 800. No, I'm sorry. It's 8,000 BC.
Oh, my God.
And what they're thinking is, and I'm assuming that they just had to, I don't know how they figured this out. Cheese likely originated when early humans stored milk in animal stomachs where natural enzymes caused it to curdle. So if you think about it, that's all we had was animals.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that.
And I feel like there's probably people out there that still do that.
I feel like there is.
Yeah.
So really, like day 1 of human beings being around.
Yes.
I feel like that should be dinosaurs.
Yes.
That year.
Maybe it was dinosaur animal stomachs.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
We don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah.
Until dinosaurs come back.
And like, who's the first person that was like, let's drink cow's milk?
Out of a stomach.
Like, drink cow's milk at all, though.
Yeah.
You know, oh, is your feet there?
Are they?
Yeah.
My feet are there.
I'm
I'm stretching out my feet.
It kept catching my eye. I thought there was a ghost over there. But yeah, who's the first one that was like, you know, obviously we know mammals drink milk from the teat, right? You know, we drink milk from the teat. Who thought I'm going to take that milk from that cow, if that's even what they called them back then,
just as
woolly
animal.
mammoth.
Yep, we don't know.
And we're going to drink it and we're going to store it in here. Like,
So here's my thought process on that. I'm thinking that this is so dark. I'm thinking that they found out because something young drank from the teat and then died. So then when they went to go open it up, they found the milk in the stomach and went,
no,
wait, this curdles and it's now cottage cheese.
Stop. No.
That's how dark I am.
Get out.
When I read that.
I don't know. I don't care for milk. I'll eat the shit out of some cheese, but I don't like milk. I'm not a milk fan.
I do almond milk.
Yeah.
I don't really like.
I don't like milk.
So let's talk about the history of my stomach real quick, because that was.
Did it make milk
40 years ago?
Did it make milk into cottage cheese?
So it does make milk into brown grossness. So if Starbucks or a coffee shop accidentally uses whole milk instead of almond milk, it tears me apart.
Yeah. See, and I can have milk. Like if I get a cappuccino.
And it's fine?
It's fine. I can
even
have
without a
milk.
gallbladder.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, coffee kind of, you know.
So your stomach does not
reject it.
Cause it to curdle with its natural enzymes.
No.
Interesting.
No, I can drink milk. I just like, I remember, excuse me, when my nephews were little and they lived with me and my sister would make dinner and she'd be like, all right, who wants milk? You know, and I would just be like, ugh, you know, like to just drink a cup of milk. Mm-mm.
When mine were little, one liked strawberry and one liked chocolate Hershey's.
Yeah.
And so all day long, we would fill with milk and then we would put a couple drops of Hershey's and strawberry.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, half of the cup would just be the syrup.
Oh. Like it never got stirred.
Like it never got stirred because it's thicker than the milk.
Yeah.
So I would go to they'd finish it and hand it over. And I'd be like, holy moly, there would still be a whole bunch of.
That's funny.
I can't even imagine how much sugar I fed my kids.
Yeah, well, we all did.
Ancient civilizations. Egyptians depicted cheese in tomb paintings, which is maybe why we know what's going on. And Greeks and Romans refined cheese-making techniques, trading and spreading it across Europe.
Okay.
When it says spreading, I immediately thought of on a cracker.
Cream cheese.
Yeah. So that was weird.
You know, like you ever have like goat's cheese with honey? Goat cheese with honey?
100% yes.
Oh, God, it's so good.
So we have some goat cheese upstairs that I should give you because the very nice cheese, I'll just say cheese lady.
Yeah. cheesemonger.
Gave me some pumpkin.
Oh.
Some fig.
Okay.
Some jalapeno.
Ooh.
So I will give you a few. They're good.
You know what? The jalapeno would be good in mashed potatoes.
That would be good. That would be good.
Yeah.
I feel like the fig is just good on any cracker. It's very
fig.
good.
Fig is so good.
Is Steve over there?
No.
Oh, he's gone. I was going to ask him. There was a couple more, and we just enjoyed it on crackers. I was going to ask him, but he went upstairs. He's been up since like 2 or 3 this morning, so
Dude,
I'm sure he's ready for bed.
3:30 this morning.
You're ready for bed too.
And I went to bed late last night. I don't know why.
Oh, Graham's in town.
Hi, Graham's in town.
Hi,
yes.
Graham.
Hi, Graham.
Can we also mention that we are celebrating milestone anniversaries? Happy 10 years.
Yes. Happy 25 years.
Thank you. Yeah. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
And we both went out on Saturday, not together, but we both went out and enjoyed.
Yes. We took the whole family out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. My family came over on Sunday. We did some pulled pork sandwiches we were just talking about. Yeah, super good. Yeah. Super good. It was a great weekend.
I wasn't going to cook. I said, we're going out for pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for pizza. I'm going to have to do that.
I'm always in the mood for pizza.
Yeah, we went to a nice place up in Lake Geneva because we love that place. And yeah, delish. Delish. Yeah. There was cheese on my pasta.
Ooh.
Roman influence. I didn't know this, which I absolutely should have. The Romans developed and aged cheeses, introducing varieties that would later evolve into today's classics. I didn't know that the Romans were behind it. I don't know why.
Well, Romano, Parmigiano.
I'm such an idiot.
Well, I mean
everyone knows that. But
I don't know if that technically means Roman, but I would guess.
I don't know why I would have thought. I don't know.
Well, because
if you've been listening long enough, you know my brain. I just don't put 2 and 2 together.
Parmesan is Italy.
I think that's what it is. I just constantly think Italian blend.
Yeah.
Because that's what we have at the house.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Medieval monks. This one makes sense to me, though.
Yeah.
European monks perfected cheese making, creating famous cheeses like Brie and Gouda and Roquefort. Roquefort? Roquefort? It's Roque. So Roquefort?
I don't know. My great-grandma just called it Roquefort.
Roquefort,
it's blue cheese,
I don't know if it's 2 or 3 syllables in there, right?
Yeah.
It's what?
Blue cheese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Moldy cheese.
Moldy cheese.
Do you like blue cheese?
I mean, I do in certain things.
Like what?
I do like it on a salad with certain other items. You know, if I'm going to do a chicken with cranberries and pecans, and
blue cheese is okay.
And some blue cheese with a vinaigrette. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the classic, the staple.
Yeah.
Right?
But to like have it on a cheeseburger, no, I don't like that.
I couldn't do it.
There's a lot of people, which I never knew. I always thought it was my great-grandma's cheese dip. Like I thought it was her cheese dip. And when we started working where we met, and I would cashier, and I would see people buy the same exact ingredients that went into my grandma's cheese dip. And I would be like, are you making this specific cheese dip? And they'd be like, yes. And I was like, holy shit, other people know about it, you know?
Oh, gosh.
But it had blue cheese in it. And I hated it as a kid. Love it now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it another go. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe
it's just circumstantial.
Yeah.
You know?
To me, I think it's just a little bitter.
It is.
It's moldy.
Yeah.
It's not blue cheese. It's green cheese.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see why people would not like it, you know?
I don't know how my stomach would handle. I'll let you know. I'll check back on that.
Okay.
Renaissance and beyond. Cheese production expanded with new aging techniques and regional specialties developing across France, Italy, and beyond.
I was going to say, too,
there we go.
Like Renaissance time is when they started stealing the spices, right?
Yes.
And then they probably went and got fruit, too. And then fruit and cheese. Dude, give me a string cheese with some grapes and an apple.
Charcuterie.
I am in my element with that. That's like one
the
of my
first
favorite.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
I feel like Lunchables were the first charcuterie.
Yeah, they were.
They started it all. They were like,
like, why do all these, I don't even know what I am. Am I Gen X? I don't even know. Why do they all like these cheese boards? And it's like, because we ate Lunchables when we were a kid.
Are we the same? I feel like I'm Gen X too.
I don't know. I think I'm right there at the end.
And okay.
I think it's like 1980 and I'm 82.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So,
okay.
yeah. Oh, no. Now you all know how old I am.
Well, I'm 85. So. Industrial Revolution, the 19th century brought large-scale cheese production, making it more widely available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you know government cheese, right? Mm-hmm. That was like the big block of cheddar cheese that you would get if you were getting help, with food. They actually started making that because they had so much milk production. Like they couldn't just make milk out of all the milk. So they started making these blocks of cheese. And still to this day, actually, there is a cave of cheese where a lot of cheese is produced and held.
Where is this cave?
I don't know where the cave is.
We're going to
ask
where
ChatGPT.
is the cave of cheese?
Yeah.
Where is the...
In the U.S. It's in the U.S.
Let's find out. It's a massive underground cheese storage facility inside a converted limestone mine. Springfield Underground. So where would it be? It stores over 1.4 billion pounds of cheese.
Yeah.
Springfield, Missouri.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
You are so smart.
Sometimes I don't want to say I'm
shit
smart.
You bring to this podcast is unbelievable. Both podcasts.
But see, I only have slight details. We have to Google the
Sure, why not? It stores 1.4 billion pounds of cheese at any given time. The cheese is primarily owned by the U.S. government as part of the country's dairy reserve. Yes, we have a cheese stockpile. The caves span 3.2 million square feet.
Yeah.
And also store other goods like frozen foods and paper products. Where were they in COVID? I'm sorry to bring that up, but where were those paper products?
They're saving them for the real meltdown.
Unbelievable. The cool underground environment reduces the need for artificial refrigeration, making it energy efficient.
Okay, so hold on real quick because I'm gonna segue. So you remember the place where we met? We would send our like paper forms that we filled out to be compliant to a place called Iron Mountain.
Oh, yes.
Do you know that's really stored in a mountain?
Wow. I would never put that together.
Yeah, it's really a mountain that stores all of these boxes of paperwork. Like they do have some facilities around.
Yeah.
But their main one is literally Iron Mountain. It is a mountain.
I'm picturing the word Iron Mountain with the blue and white. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew what that was.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really a mountain. Like it's like a cave or a mine that they keep all of this paperwork in.
Is it all filed?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's literally like
organized
by hand. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Well, if we ever need another job.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Go work on the mountain.
Modern era. Today there are over 1,800. Ooh, I should have quizzed you on that one.
Ooh.
Types of cheese worldwide.
I would have been like 8.
Countless dishes and cultures.
I said 8 types of cheeses.
Right, because they're really... Isn't that what we talk about with Bath and Body Works? There's only really like 6 fragrances.
Right. And they rename
them. Yeah. And you just think it's all in your mind.
Like, because there really is, I feel like there's soft cheeses, which is like brie. There's moldy cheeses like blue. There's hard cheeses like Parmesan. There's aged cheeses like cheddar.
Yep. But then within that, there's 1,800 types.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So just fun facts about cheese. I just love this. I typed it in while we were talking. Cheese is ancient. The world's oldest preserved cheese found in an Egyptian tomb is over 3,200 years old.
Could you eat it still?
Probably.
Right?
Switzerland's secret. Swiss cheese has holes due to...
Ooh, I want to know why.
Bacteria releasing gas during fermentation.
Oh.
So yes, it's literally cheese farts.
Do you like Swiss cheese?
Love.
Yeah, I like Swiss. I like baby Swiss better. It's not so like potent tasting. No.
I'm not picky. I don't care. I have not found a Swiss that I went, whoop, nope, don't like it.
Really?
Love it.
Yeah.
So when I used to eat burgers, that was how I would test a new restaurant. I would get a mushroom Swiss burger from them. Now I can do veggie, but the veggie kind of takes away from, a burger's a burger, Yeah. That even Steve mentions that every once in a while. He goes, remember when every time we would go somewhere, you'd be like, mushroom Swiss burger?
Yeah.
And that's how I would judge if I liked the place or not.
Yeah.
Now I just eat the Swiss.
Yeah, but now you're way fancier. Like you get like
pasta primavera with blah blah blah.
Yeah,
spend
you get
all my man's money.
You get fancier.
Like 25 years of
dinners.
being broke. Largest cheese ever. The biggest cheese wheel ever made weighed over how many pounds, Cass? That's heavier than a semi-truck. How many pounds do you think?
Over more than a semi-truck.
And it's in pounds. It's not by tons.
Dang it.
I know.
Well, there's 2,000 pounds in a ton, I believe. 2,000 pounds.
Doing the math in her head.
So I'll say 12,000 pounds.
57,000 pounds.
Jesus.
We're gonna add
crazy.
Where was this? Because I don't believe it.
That is crazy.
Where was this?
That's like the biggest chunk of chocolate too.
Yes. Melt matters. Not all cheese melts the same way. Mozzarella is how do you say mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Do you say mozzarella? It's
I don't
stretchy.
say mozzarella.
But halloumi barely melts at all.
Oh, halloumi. That's like the fry pan cheese, the pan fried cheese. Yeah.
I can't believe we've never talked about this, or maybe we did. My favorite snack during the summer after like a run, or if I just need something but I can't eat anything, is fried cheese, and then I wrap a pickle.
Oh, yes. We have talked about your pickle wrap. I
frickin' love that. I can't wait to start again. I can't do it in the winter, though.
No?
No, because maybe it's like after I'm sweating all day, I just have I need that sodium, and I need that. I don't do it during the winter because I don't sweat as much. But
pickles are good for dehydration.
Yeah, and I don't need them. I have plenty of sodium right now.
And the cheese. But what kind of cheese do you use?
Doesn't matter.
A slice of
white.
Whatever.
Provolone, Swiss.
Okay.
Maybe I'll try halloumi. It doesn't melt, though.
Have you ever gotten stinky provolone? I've gotten stinky provolone. I know it has a slight smell. Like, compared to mozzarella, I feel like it has, like, zero smell, Yeah. And provolone does have a little bit of stank to it, but I got a bag of sliced cheese one time, and it was provolone. I opened it. I almost barfed. It was so
like
bad.
pukey. Yeah, no way. No way. Cheese in space?
Ooh, moon cheese?
Astronauts have taken cheese to space because even among the stars, cheese is life.
Yeah. Have you ever had
moon
any
cheese.
astronaut food?
That's the dried, right?
Yeah.
Moon cheese? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
remember
like round?
You had, I think, they were like pretzels with cheese.
Yes.
Remember?
That's right. We're giving ourselves the
moon
okay because it's the size of it.
But did you ever have astronaut food? Like astronaut ice cream? It's freeze-dried.
Did you just add water?
No, you just like eat it like, it's crunchy.
I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever tried it. I feel like I saw it at like Party City once as a party favor.
Yeah. Now they're doing everything freeze-dried, so I'm sure you can find it more easily now.
Did you know that cheese is addicting?
I mean, I guess I assumed.
It contains casomorphins.
Okay.
CASO morphins. Caso.
Potato.
Which trigger the brain's pleasure centers, making it slightly addictive.
So that's why I want 4-string cheese, not just one. Oh, my God.
And that's why I always drink coffee and have cheese. And what else is addicting? Everything. Sugar.
Sweets. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Chili's mozzarella? I don't want to call them sticks. They're not sticks. At Chili's, they have fried mozzarella, right?
Okay.
So they're like rectangles.
Okay.
And you like bite it, and it's like cheese pull. Like, dude.
You know what we should look up on here is how many people have choked on that.
Okay.
Why am I so dark today?
I have a funny story for you.
Go ahead. You tell us while I look up how many people have choked on cheese.
So, I love Quick Trip, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they have cheese stuffed breadsticks, okay? So, I'm driving back from Wisconsin. I got the nephew and his girl in the car and stuff. I don't remember who all was with us. Maybe my sister was with us. I don't remember. And I'm eating this cheese-filled breadstick. And, there's maybe like this much left, and 2
couple
inches
yeah,
left.
yeah.
And I just pop it in my mouth and I'm driving and I'm like chewing and chewing
and
chewing and
no.
chewing. And I was like, I just have to try to swallow this. And I was like, and I like dig it out of my throat and I just chuck it out the window.
Oh, God. That's scary. So do you ever like chew and then it like starts going like right?
It just slides down.
And you're like, shoot, I don't know if I should swallow this. Do I need to hack it back up, right? And you hacked it back up. I start to panic. My nose starts flaring like, what's happening?
Okay, also,
this is why we should eat in our car, and yet that's our life.
Dude, I eat grapes in the car, and I'm like, it's so easy. I could just choke on one of these and
You're going to be on
die.
the news, and it was like an accidental death. You ran into like a curb or something, but it's because you choked on a grape.
So just the other day, I'm sitting in the recliner. I think it was like right after I was getting done being sick.
Oh, yeah.
And I had went to the store. They had a bunch of fruit on sale at the store that we like, know?
Yeah.
And they had like strawberries for 99 cents, raspberries for 99 cents. Well, they have these new apples. They're called lemonade apples.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like,
so delish.
They're so good. So I had cut up one of those apples. I'm sitting in the recliner, and I'm just like chewing away at my apple. Me and Johnny are sharing it. And I go to swallow, but like a big chunk kind of got stuck in my throat. And I was like, like that. And it flew out of my mouth right into my lap, right? Well, I was sick. So Johnny thought I was like hacking up like phlegm.
Oh, no.
And he's like, ew, here's a paper towel. And I just picked it up. I'm like, it's just apple. Eat it. And he's like, oh, my God.
Oh. Oh, God.
Okay, so maybe I did have good stories from the last couple of weeks.
You're like, I have no good stories.
I got no good stories.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
We love French onion
soup. Yes.
And it's like a crouton with provolone on top.
Yes.
Steve chokes every time. We'll be in a restaurant, and all of a sudden I hear him go every time. I just can't chew cheese.
It's like you're not supposed to eat the whole top
thing,
at once. Oh, crying.
Scary, man.
Oh, crying.
Maggot cheese exists.
What?
I know. Stop eating right now because we're going to talk about it.
Ew.
Casu Marzu, I think.
Okay.
CASU MARZU, if you want to look it up. A cheese from Sardinia is deliberately infested with live maggots for extra fermentation. Gross.
Like, I have a hard enough time thinking about the bacteria, basically, that grows in cheese.
Yeah.
And to think that, like,
a
maggots.
Bug. Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Extra fermentation.
I need to know which
it gives me, like, bad goosebumps.
I really hope that's not how they make the baby Swiss.
No. Blue cheese smell. The mold in blue cheese is penicillin, just like on oranges, right? But oranges cure us.
Yeah.
Similar to what's in antibiotics, so technically blue cheese is kind of medicinal.
I believe that.
Does cheese equal money? In medieval times, cheese was so valuable that it was sometimes used as currency.
I would believe
Chocolate
that.
was too. We learned that last week, right?
Yeah.
The moon is not cheese. Sorry to disappoint you.
How do we know?
Everyone was asking. I know they were all thinking about.
Know?
Despite folklore, the moon is not made of green cheese, though we totally wish it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, though? If it was, it'd be gone. We would have eaten it by now.
True. Choking is a significant health concern, particularly among young children. In 2022, how many choking-related deaths were in the U.S.? We should go over to anxiety makes me poop on this stuff. What do you think?
I'm going to say 10,000.
Oh, thank goodness, no. 5,533.
Okay, not even close. Good.
It is the fourth leading cause of unintentional injury death. So when you eat your stringy cheese, take small bites and be careful.
But how do you take a small bite? Because you got to string it.
This is very true.
Do you string cheese or do you just bite it?
I bite it. I know, it's a sin.
Yeah.
Be mindful of chewing thoroughly.
Yeah.
especially if there are dental issues or swallowing difficulties. My mom and I were just talking about, so my mom is a retired nurse, and she was just talking about how, of course, why do I get in a conversation with my mother? She said, when you get older, swallowing is harder because you have, muscles and maybe you don't eat as much and stuff like that. So now every single time I eat, I'm like, I'm getting older. Swallow. That's great. Chew your food. Why do I even listen? My mind just...
Luckily, you have all your teeth, so...
Sometimes, though, I forget to chew my food.
Yeah.
I'm like a toddler sometimes.
Yeah. Because if it's truly something to teach your kids how to chew properly.
Yeah, no, it is something.
Right? Like, they don't know. They'll just, like, chomp it a couple times and try to swallow it, And I can't tell you how many times I've seen little toddlers shove something in their mouth and then just try to like swallow it. And I'm like, you have to chew that.
So we lived it because of Julia, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's going to hate that I'm even mentioning this, but she was born without an esophagus.
Yes.
And a trachea it's called esophageal atresia. Trachea, esophageal fistula.
What do you call it for short?
EATEF.
There you go.
So that everyone can look it up.
Yeah.
She's going to hate that I'm talking about it. But because of that, she has no muscle. So have you ever went to go swallow something and people say it gets stuck?
Yes.
So we have muscles, right? That in our esophagus I'm kind of like using a wave, right? It waves down.
It pushes it down.
She doesn't. So she needs Sprite, bubbly, something like that to get it down. And she's so used to it now, but every single time, I don't know if it's the mom instinct, but I'll hear something that she does, or I'll look at her and her cheeks kind of turn a little red, like something's stuck. And I go, is it stuck? And she's like, she'll just grab her drink. She drinks it, no problem. Like, she is a pro.
Stop.
She is a pro at it because she was born with it.
She don't even panic anymore.
15 hours old. They were building her an esophagus. She's my little man-made beauty. They were building her an esophagus.
What did they build it out of?
So for hers, she had type C, I believe. So her esophagus was at the bottom. And so the top of the esophagus went into a blind pouch. And then the other half of her esophagus grew into her trachea.
Oh, wow.
And then the bottom half of her esophagus was just floating on the bottom.
Okay.
So what they had to do was very, very carefully cut the top of the esophagus away from the trachea and then attach the bottom esophagus up. And there are many, many people that have issues. Like I actually know 2 other people with this very rare condition,
crazy.
Or birth defect. So it's not actually as rare anymore, which is weird to me because when she was born, it was like we had to go transfer her. 15 hours old. I didn't even get to be with her the first day. They transferred her to another hospital, for surgery because of a doctor that was familiar with doing that. The only thing that I remember about the whole thing, yes, that's a big thing, but she's great, is that the Dr. Jonah, he's retired now, he walked out, and I believe he was 7 feet tall.
Oh, my gosh.
And she only weighed 3 pounds. And his hands, how in the world did you just do this surgery? But obviously it was all, what do
they call it? It's called the Da Vinci machine.
Or something, right?
Yeah.
It had to have been something. So I don't know how we got on that. Choking. We were talking about choking.
She does it every day and doesn't even panic.
No. When she was younger, though, cheese and pizza crust.
Oh, pizza crust. Yeah, I could see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anything doughy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also looked up, we're going to completely go to a different, how would you celebrate a 10-year and 25-year wedding anniversary? See if you've done any of this. A romantic getaway.
We went to Florida last year.
Renew your vows.
No.
We might do that this year.
Oh.
Memory lane date night.
No.
We did it through pictures.
Well, I mean, me and Johnny met at the bar. We've been back to that bar plenty of times.
Yes.
So I guess, we've done that.
Personalized gifts.
No.
So my mom just gave us one that said the Pekowski household.
That was very sweet.
Established in 2000. Which was very cool.
Yeah.
Celebration with family and friends.
We just did that.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
And then do you know what color or what the metal is, I guess, for a 10-year anniversary?
Nope.
Tin or aluminum?
Tin. I buy him a 12-pack of beer.
Perfect. Perfect. Do you know what a 25-year anniversary is?
I'm going to guess copper. Silver.
Yep.
Silver?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because 50 is gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's 75 then? Platinum? Probably.
Non-existent.
Destination Celebration. That's coming up.
Yeah, you guys are doing that.
We are. Silver-themed gifts. I gave him gray hair, so that's good. A big party. We're going to do vacation instead.
Do that,
yeah, but we did have lunch on Sunday.
Yeah.
Photo album or video montage, which I did a little bit of a photo album on socials. And then a second honeymoon basically is with the family coming up. So I kind of like rolled it all in.
Yeah.
So pretty
That's
exciting.
Good. You're doing good.
Yeah, we're all doing good.
We're all doing good.
Can't believe it. Everyone's like, wow, 25 years. I go, you really don't hear that too often anymore.
No.
No offense to anybody. I'm just saying you just don't hear it very often. Or it's people that are celebrating 40s and 50s. They've made it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because me and Johnny have technically been together for 20 years now.
That's incredible. You don't hear about that.
No.
I think it's great.
I think the only other one was Val, which she was here on Dasher Val or Val Dash. What did we call that? And her and her husband, they've been together since we were 15.
Wow.
In high school. And they are still together.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. That was fun.
Cheese.
A couple days ago, I'm like, let's talk about cheese. We haven't talked about cheese ever.
Cheese is my favorite.
And then I did tell you, I woke up today and I thought, oh, yes, we're talking about that instead of cheese. And then it went right out the window. I'm going to think about it. Because I remember thinking about we've been around for 4 years.
I know.
So it's kind of hard to think of something really, really like that would be better than the week before, right?
Yeah.
Every week is great, but I have to remember it because I don't know where it went. I should have wrote it down immediately.
You'll text me as soon as I get home, and then we'll be ready for.
Ready for next week. Yeah, exactly.
That's how it goes.
Well, thanks everybody. Go eat some cheese, but just don't choke, please.
Don't choke on your cheese.
Small bites.
Small bites.
Don't pull a cast in your car.
Chew well. All right.
Thanks for listening. Bye.